Hi everyone, hope everyone is doing well. I wanted to come on here and just say hi to everybody. Today I'm going to do um, a tutorial on how to do your concealer and your contour. Just wanted to say quickly, thank you everyone for following me on Instagram at Makeup by Laylisa. Anyway, thank you so much for following me. I appreciate it. Share my Instagram page and let's get started. So today I'm going to do concealer because I've had a lot of requests from people to ask me how to do concealer. So we just gonna get started, okay? So anyway, so it depends. First, let me just say this much. It does depend on the shape of your face, how much you want to stand out, where you want to conceal. I'm going to show you how I do my concealer. I'm going to do two different concealers today. I'm going to use this side over here for if you have dark circles under your eyes. This side I'll use on my face if you don't have dark circles. So I'm going to do both. I'm going to start out with LA Pro Concealer right here. I'll list all my products below, but LA Pro Concealer, this is in the orange. And you're going to use this if you have dark circles under your eyes. You would do this before you put your foundation on, okay? So apply this before you put your foundation on. So we're gonna open it up. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me tell y'all something. I get this at the little beauty supply stores. And when I tell you, you got to be prayed up to see this little thing right here, right here. They put these on here. I guess if you steal, those of us that don't steal, we need our own section. Like, can y'all just give us one that we can get in? Because you got to have a knife, a bullet, whatever to get in this packing. We just, it's, it's so, anyway, y'all. So, all right, there we go. We got it. Ooh, child. Stay prayed up when you take the packing off of that. So I usually take a little brush like this and, oh Lord, let me shake it up because I don't want it to squirt out in my face. And sometimes it does. All right, you don't have to put a lot, but just go in and just pat, pat, pat underneath your eye. I'm going to use this mirror right here on the side, guys, but I'm trying to stay so you can see me. Here, let me slide it over a little bit. Okay, so pat, pat, pat underneath your eyes where you're dark. And I usually put a little extra right here because sometimes where my glasses sit, I have a little dark spot right there. So I usually will put some there. So you're gonna pat, pat, pat that. Just get it kind of smooth so you won't have such a difficult time blending that in. So I'm patting. Like I said, I'm going to use this side only. If you have any kind of imperfection or dark circles that you would like to cover up here, you would do that before you put on your foundation. Okay, so moving on, my favorite, oh, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm getting ahead of myself. Today I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter liquid foundation. This is the 9.0 if you want this color. So next you're going to go ahead and apply a little bit. If my foundation wasn't already on, I would go ahead and apply my foundation on top. Try not to rub. I just dab, dab, dab so that I'm not rubbing it on. You know, the orange will spread around. So I'm going to just kind of dab it on there, like so. Here, cover it up. And, sniff, sniff, sniff. These allergies got me, y'all. So I'm going to go in and just dab that on. my foundation, okay? Blend it in really good. You would go ahead and just blend your entire face. Just get your foundation on really good, okay? So I'll do this side just to even it out. Ooh, I just threw that down. Okay, here we go. Blend, blend, blend. Sorry for the sniffing. All right, so here you go. You have that in on your foundation. Next, I'm going to move on to my Tarte. This is one of my favorites. You can either use the, the Tarte. Can y'all see that? Tarte Light Medium Concealer. Or, here, I'm going to move it back some. There you go. Or LA Girl has a very good one also. Whoops. And in LA Girl, you would use the medium beige. But what I do for my concealers, I go two shades lighter than my foundation color or my skin color. So it just depends on your skin color. In the summertime, you'll have a different color. In the wintertime, you'll have a different color. But 2 shades lighter. So I'm going to go in there and I'm just going to go down. I usually make a draw here and a line here, a draw here. So I'm going to fill that in on that side. And then I usually go here, here, and fill that in as much as I can. Can you see that? I will take a small line and go down my nose because I like to contour that nose. I go here and here. You can go here, here, and here. If I want to really, really, really contour, if I have somewhere to go and I'm just really trying to chisel that face, I go in here. I take a simple beauty blender. You want to make sure it's a little moist. Just take some water and spray it on there. And then you're going to just start blending underneath your eye. Do not get it in your eyes. Okay? So we're going to blend, blend, blend. Really good. Underneath the eyes. And, all right, then we're going to go blend this side. Now remember, I have the orange on one side and I don't have the orange concealer on this side. So you can see both looks if you don't have any dark circles or if you do have dark circles. So we're going to go underneath those eyes. Then we're going to blend the same with the nose. I try to go all the way up. I'm going to blend that really good. Like so. Blend, 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 blend. I know it looks like I'm really tapping my head really hard, but I'm not. I'm just trying to get it blended really good so that you don't have splotches. Oh, almost choked. Splotches and spaces and all kind of little thingies. I don't know what you call it, but here I'm blending. And it should look something like this, okay? And the more you blend, more natural it looks. So just make sure you get it blended pretty smoothly on there. Yes, okay, see? Then I'm going to apply my NYX. This is NYX. This is the Cocoa MSF 15. But again, it depends on your shade, your color. And you want to go 1 shade darker, 1 or 2 shades darker. It just depends on how well you want those cheeks contoured. So now I'm going to go right underneath my cheekbone. And the way I'm going to figure it out, I'm going to do my lips like this. Yes. And then I'm going to go down my nose here to here, here, here. And then I'm going to put a little on my forehead so that I can blend all this and give me a nice shade underneath, I'm sorry, around my head. I put a little right here because I know when I smile, I lose my top lip. And so I make myself a little imaginary cleft in my chin. I know, y'all, I do. So what I'm gonna do next, I like to use this type of sponge. Again, I dampen my sponge and then I go in and blend. You can also go in with a beauty blender. So I'll start out with a beauty blender and you can just blend that just like you did your concealer. Just blend it really, really well on the sides. You're just gonna go and just kind of blend it in good. See how I'm doing that? Blend, blend, blend. Okay, and I'm going to go to the other side. Why does this feel so awkward all of a sudden? I don't know. But I'm right in that underneath my cheekbone, so it'll give me a nice, sharp, crispy cheek. Like I really like that to be crispy. I don't know if crispy is a good word to use, but I like crispy. So I'm gonna use crispy. So I go in and I just blend that really well. I have another little spongy that I use for my nose. So I just kind of take the edge of it and I blend my nose out. And you can chisel this nose out and make this nose as thin as you want it to look. You want it to look wider, you want it to look thinner. You can contour it to look however you want it to look. It's your preference. You do you. Whatever you want your nose to look like, honey, you can make whatever kind of nose you want. So I like to thin mine out a little bit. It's my preference. So I'm gonna go in and just blend the outside. I'm avoiding that middle section where I put the concealer. I'm keeping that pretty light, okay? Gonna do the tip of my nose and I'm gonna blend this, my little cleft, because I'm trying to purposely give myself a cleft in my lip. And I'm going to blend here, the top with my little brush. And I'm going to show you another picture of this brush so you can see what it looks like. These are the organic ones. I love this brush. And I just get it at my local drugstore. So you can see that it's kind of flat on the sides. And then here's the tip. Hope you can see that. Okay, so I'm all blended in as well as I want to be right now. Then I like to use my Maybelline Fit Me. This is number 360. It's a powder. It looks like this on the inside. And I typically will take my brush, and this brush is kind of angled sideways but flat on the top. And I use the side of my brush and I just go down and just go on top of it with this to set it a little bit. See, I'm setting that. And I'm going to do the other side the same way, just to set it. Now I'm going to go on top here, set that, and I'm going to set here also. Then I have a smaller brush, like so. It's a little wider at the top, smaller. And I'm just going to set my nose. Just go down and just go down my nose like this. Just to set it so that it's not so, I don't know the word to use, but anyway, powder your nose, guys. But just follow that same line. Don't come out of that line. I go all the way to the tip. Okay, you see that? So now I'm pretty chiseled out. Well, I think I am. And if you want to look even more chiseled, just, you know, add a little more contour and you do you, honey. Whatever look you want to have, you can get it. So next I'm going to use my banana powder. I use Revolution Luxury Powder. It's banana powder, but I combine two. I have two colors and I combine my two. And I just put them in a little dish like so. I use my fluffy brush. I mix it up. But if they have your color, you don't have to do all that. But the color I like is this color. So I usually will put it on my little brush and I begin to set it. Put a little powder on there. I just follow every place I put the concealer. I just follow that same line, like so. So I'm going to even the nose. I'm going to go down my nose, all the way up in your forehead. I'm going to do here, my lip, and my chin also. And I'm going to do the other side. You guys keeping up with me? I hope you're trying this at home with me because it does take practice. So just try it. You may go too light, but that's okay. You can always go back in and fix it. I like to take a little banana powder and kind of chisel this part out just so you can see where it separates, and it gives you a nice sharp look for your chin here. Okay. Then I am going to, where are you? Where are you? Find my little brush, my trusty brush. I love this brush. It's actually by Wet n Wild, and it's a little firm, but yet fluffy. So I'm going to go in and just wipe the powder off. Now, if you want to really be set, just really, you got somewhere to go and you need that to just bake, honey, bake, bake, bake. You just leave it on your face for a little while. Go ahead and do your eyes while that bakes, or whatever you want to do. Just let it sit on your face a little longer, and that'll keep it in place, okay? But for the sake of this video not being too long, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it off. So I know I look like I'm being rough, but I'm not. I'm just applying a little pressure here just to wipe it off, give it a smoother look so it's not sitting on my face. Ugh. Excuse me. Got powder up my nose, sorry. Okay, I'm going to brush the sides, just kind of brush that out on the sides. There you go. Okay, so you see how I've blended all of that in? The sides, this side, the front. If you feel like you have too much over here, just take your brush and just go in and just brush it a little more. Just blend it in a little more. I'm going to take my blush by CoverGirl. This is one I love, my favorite color of all time. And here's when I just take my blush, I make a cheek, and I just go above that line. Make me a nice rosy cheek. On this side also. And there you have it. If you find that you need a little powder afterwards, which is what I'm powdering right now. I'm just powdering my face just to kind of blend it a little more. You can do that also, okay? So that, my peeps, are is how I blend. So I hope this helped you. Follow me again on Makeup by Lisa on Instagram. I thank you. I hope you really like this contouring and concealer. And good luck. Let me know in the comments below how it worked out for you. Have a good day. I love you guys. Bye.